Howdy! Welcome to Harsh Nichols Beach Party A Go-Go, where we play the greatest tunes from the 20s and 90s and nothing in between. No, this is the Diaries. And welcome. I decided to make an introduction that might make it kind of, whoa, did I turn on? So, did it work? I don't know. We got some things we need to do before we go up to Florida. Duh. And, one of them is out on the the Pirate's Porch, where that stupid fountain basin is still sitting up there, not doing anything. I need to do something with it, but as you know, Mother Nature has been a bitch recently, and has given us nothing but hot weather. Now, we did have overcast, we had wind, we had temperatures dropped down, we had cloud cover, we had thunder and lightning, we had everything but rain. So it's still 170 degrees outside, and so consequently working out on the porch is a little bit of a chore. However, I gotta do something with that basin. Now the main problem is I don't have a location to place it. It's not going to be visible to anybody outside where I've got it right now. And the idea is to get a water feature out there that'll make some noise and will reflect some light, so I can make a few changes to what I want to do with that. If I put it on the ground, it'll look cool. It'll look just right. It'll leave me no room to walk around. And that's kind of defeating the purpose. If I put it up on the deck, well, that kind of takes care of hiding the deck, doesn't it? Yes, my air conditioner even knows that. So I gotta come up with a place to put it, and I don't want that place to wind up being in storage. I did get it for a reason, and if it does wind up in storage, well, eventually it will come out. I mean, I did get it, like I said, for a reason, but I just don't know what to do with that big bad blah, blah. So something's got to be done with that first. If I'm going to put on kind of a stand, it has to be sturdy, and it has to be something that I can cover up and make it look like it's part of the scene rather than this odd stand in the middle of all of this or off to the one side. The lighting is working out pretty good. Those little lights I got, these little things. I'm walking over here. I'm walking back over here. These little things I got, these things really last. These last a long time and they work good. One problem with them, my TV remote tends to make them go on, and that's, yeah. And then I don't notice it until I wake up, at 3 in the morning. I'm like, what is that light from the front room coming from? And I come out and it's one of those things. Anyway. So, so we have the Pirate's Porch to take care of. And I had a music video shoot, so I got some video for that. So there are things going on, many things going on, and I will try to get some more out to you. And we should have some other stuff in this episode as well. So, without any further ado, let's get going. I came home from work last night and went to my mailbox to see if I had any mail. Oh man, it's junk mail jubilee. And I'll tell you why it's a jubilation. It's because these are both from the same company, Economic Relief. Both from the same place, addressed to the same person. They're loan offers, we already know. But there's two of them. I am curious, I am super curious to find out if they're for the same amount. Find out if there is actually a human factor involved. So we'll open number one here. I know this is number one because I said it was. And let's see. $25,000. Okay? $25,000. $25,000. They're both for the same amount. They are identical. Call now, blah, 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 etc., so forth and so on. They sent me two. So, oh, and I'm pre-approved, remember. Let's see. If there is a, okay, the rate on this one is 19.9. That's a couple of bucks. This one's also 19.9. Let's see if there's a, personal access code. The personal access codes are different. So they just offered me 50 grand, and I only have to pay back $1 million a month. No, it's 500. Well, that wasn't nearly as much fun as I was hoping, dadgummit. On to other things. I'm out here on Pirate's Porch, which I hadn't been on for a while, and this I-beagle attested it back because it broke off. I'm going to put it right there. This place, yeah, it needs some TLC. Of course, if my wallet would quit catching on everything on the edge of a table, that would help. I have this big planter thing over here that I've been trying to decide what to do with. And while I was out here looking at that, I discovered I also have a coffin over here, which has absolutely nothing to do with this. So there's a couple of things that apparently I put out here when I was moving stuff around. And I found all my extra reed, which I want to put once again across the fence here after I move this stupid big planter thing. And you know, the main reason I'm keeping the main planter is because it used to be at where I worked, and I always thought, God, you know, that would make a good fountain if I just wanted to make a fountain, you know, for out here. And my boss, he was throwing it out, or he was putting it to be thrown out. And I said, well, I'll take it. He said, it's one of my assets. I said, don't be an asset holder. Let me take it, because you're not going to use it for. So he gave it to me. So I feel obligated to use it. Now, there's a couple of things I can do. I can use it for what I intended it to be. Okay, my workbench is in the way, but all of this back here, I can move it this way a little bit and put the fountain or the planter thing right there. Or I could put it there and put some of the stuff inside of it, which I think, by golly, that might be a good idea. Because I don't want to have to move too much of that, especially the mast. The bent finger of truth says, let's look at it from this side. It's more bent when you look at it from this angle. It says that might actually work. That might look good. And if I put it behind it, I could take one of these little lights and do a refractive light off of it to get the ripple effect, a little bit more realistic. That might actually work, because this stuff here is all in containers, none of it's lying loose. So if I slid this here and start moving stuff into it and then push it back, that's actually a good idea. That would work. And then I'll just make a smaller water feature elsewhere. Yeah. I think maybe I'll do that. Unfortunately, right now, even though it is cooler than it has been, it's still in, you know, the 107s plus. So it's a little warm out here to be moving this stuff, because this stuff is not light. But now I have an idea of what I can do. And God, I just got another idea using the same concept. Go fly away, bug. A little bit more of a think on this. Alright, well, I went with the second idea and moved all of this into the basin. And then the second part of the basin is over here. So what I'm going to do, since I have this open area, is take the new mini lights, these. I'm going to put a couple of them in there. The blue-green ones to emulate moonlight. And since they're remote, I won't have to get in there to turn them on or off. And then these are the firefly lights, and one of them is stuck in the plant. There we go. And then I can move them across here and go across the whole face of it. And this poor thing, you can tell where it's in the sunlight. The leaves have cracked and fallen off. But yeah, that'll look better. And I want to get some more of the Spanish moss, and I'll put that over it. Now, if you can't tell by the way I look at the moment, moving that thing was a beast. It weighs, I mean, the brick on that, that's real. That's not a facade or anything. And yeah, it took about 20 minutes just to get the thing set down and then put where I wanted it, where I could put everything inside of it and then move it back.
I need to get stuff into the freezer for dinner tonight. I have to thaw out a porch steak. Oh, yeah. That looks good. Okay, we'll have that. Then I'm going to have to... Oh, there's some corn. I'll put it in the refrigerator for now. Ha! Rice! Hola!
They travel backwards a lot. What did I do? With the hacker! Well, shit, what did I do with the hacker? What happened? My hand like 10 seconds now. This is my world in a nutshell. Put something down, booyah, it's gone.
What are you looking for?
The hacksaw. And you're going to put a little bit of butter in that there pan. While your butter is melting, you're going to want to take some minced onion and just pour it right in the pan on that butter. And then wiggle it and squiggle it some more. Now we're going to take our meatball, put it right on there. We're making a double cheeseburger, so we have 2 meatballs here. If you're going to make a cheeseburger, make it double, man. I mean, what the heck? We're going to take our spatula and flatten it down right on top of all that. There we got a burger brewing. Alright, you can shut off now. It's very noisy. Okay, now we're going to take some more minced onion. We're going to pour it on the top. And we're going to take some Creole seasoning. I use Tony Catchers. You all should probably know this by now. Now, if you have Worcestershire sauce, you can go ahead and put that. This is where you would put that on right now. But we do not have any Worcestershire sauce for the budding flavor. But we will use a drop of butter on top of each one here. It needs to have cooked enough to be able to hold together when you pick it up. That one's not ready to go yet. That one's not ready to go yet. We'll give it another couple of seconds. I'm going to give it exactly 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, 4. It's on. Alright. Take your burger, get your spatula totally underneath it. Flip it over. And push down on it just like you did when you first put the ball in there. That is searing. Once you got it tipped over, you're going to take a little bit of garlic powder, just a skosh. Give it a little dusting. Wow. There we go. Going to get the cheese ready. With the cheese, always use American cheese. Cheeseburger, American cheese. You want to use cheddar to get that sharp taste in there? That's your reason out. You want to use whatever cheese you want. I recommend American cheese because American cheese will melt evenly and it won't split or break. Take this and turn it over again. Whammo. Oh yes, that's looking very nice. Whammo. Now that's the last flipping we need to do. Rinse out your pan immediately, especially if it's Teflon. Hopefully you didn't use Tupperware like I said. Now, the best test. That is just the right amount of juice right there. And that's how you make an awesome cheeseburger! We're going to end this episode right here because I'm still wearing the blue shirt with the spot on it. Anyway, we're going to end the episode here. Next episode going to be from Florida. I'm going to be out visiting my daughter, and I'm going to take some more video out there, and don't expect to see Disney World or anything like that, because that's not why I'm going out. I'm going out to visit my daughter. If by some strange power beyond my knowledge it winds up that way, well then I guess you expect to see it. But at this point, don't expect to see it. We have other things that we're going to be doing. And then after that, we'll be back here doing things that I really don't know. I'm not looking that far ahead right at the moment. But the next episode for sure will be the trip to Florida. So not a road trip, an air trip. Whoa. Can't do that air tripping anymore like I used to, man. Anyway, that'll be happening in the next episode. In the meantime, you guys have yourselves a couple of really, really, really great weeks. Good ones, at the very least. End of line.